Okay. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of White Sox Franchise. It's been a minute since I've streamed. As usual, if you are not watching this live, I will put the timestamp down in the description below for when the actual gameplay starts. But in the meantime, give me another 20 seconds or so to finish setting up my stream. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so in the last stream, I think we took on the Detroit Tigers, ended up winning the first game, and then dropped the last two. Or no, that was a 4-game set. No, I think we took on the Mets, I want to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Or maybe it was Baltimore. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to take on the Houston Astros, sitting at 38-29. We're in last in our division. To the surprise of no one, we have a .348 winning percentage. I just want to take a look. Are we still the worst team in the league? In our last stream, we were statistically the worst team in the league. And yep, looks like we are. Yeah, that's not very surprising. So, first order of business, I did set my trade block. I'm not looking to trade anyone right this instant, but I am looking to trade some guys, and as a matter of fact, I've fielded calls, so to speak, about several people on our trade block. Now, with that said, there are a couple of guys who are on my trade block who I don't think are good trade pieces. For the sake of trying to keep this as realistic as possible, guys like Mike Clevenger, I mean, 6.55 ERA in only 33 innings of work, but still an ERA over 6.5. No one's gonna want to trade for that. So unless he has a pretty quick turnaround, we're probably gonna have to DFA him, because ultimately my goal here is to get some of these younger guys on the team and get them as much experience as possible. See if any of them, pop off, and look to build from there. Martin Perez is also on the trade block, and he's someone that can provide some value. He's got an ERA in the low 4s. Now, yes, his whip is very grossly high, and he's not missing a lot of bats, but I think some team can provide, they can get like a little value out of him, and at this point, we'll take what we can get. Matt Thaiss is on our trade block. Now, he does have 2 more years left on his deal, but he's also out of minor league options. And ultimately, I want to get Kyle Teal up to the big league squad. Joey Gallo falls into the same category as Mike Clevenger. I mean, he's only hitting 163. The numbers are gross. Too much swing and miss. I mean, that's who Joey Gallo is as a player in real life. And he doesn't have a job in real life for a reason, and with the way he's been swinging the bat, he's probably not going to have a job for much longer in this universe either. Andrew Vaughn's on the trade block as well. I'm hoping he can kind of turn things around. He does have 1 more year left on his deal before he becomes a free agent. So the fact that he has ultimately 2 years of control does make him a little more valuable. However, the numbers are kind of making him borderline untradeable right now. I mean, I got Bobby Dahlbeck. I mean, he's 29 years old. He's a quadruple A player. He'll rake in triple A, at least in real life, although that's not the case this year, but then struggle at the big league level. And Josh Rojas, he's a free agent at the end of next year, and he's just not that good. 0 home runs on the year. He has no pop. But, I mean, he's good defensively, I guess. I feel like he's kind of sucked defensively for us, but anyways, Mike Tauchman's actually having a pretty solid year for us. 277, 384 on base, 763 OPS. Nothing to shake a stick at. And he also has a year left on his deal following the 2025 season, so that's probably our golden boy as far as trade pieces go. And Austin Slater, kind of in the same category as Andrew Vaughn, I feel like. 227, 690 OPS. Not good numbers, but he's actually a free agent at the end of this year. So I've explored trade offers off stream for all those guys, and ultimately I'm looking to get prospects back. For those of you that watch my Nationals franchise, we pulled off some pretty good trades. However, if I could go back in time and change something about that Nationals rebuild, it would be the trades. Some of the trades that I made were great for the Nationals, but made no sense for the other team. So my trade criteria when it comes to finding a trade partner. Right now we are a rebuilding team. So my criteria is, one, I have to trade with a winning team. So they have to be 500 or better is my criteria. And the positions also have to match. So, for example, if I'm trading with the Baltimore Orioles, they're seeking a catcher, first baseman, or second baseman, I would have to trade a catcher, first baseman, or second baseman to Baltimore. I'm also only looking for prospects right now. And look, this team's so bad, we don't have that great of a farm system either. I'm just looking for good traits and guys that can hopefully make an impact at the big league level sometime soon. But anyways, we've talked about a good chunk of our team so far, but let's look at some other guys. We haven't discussed Lenyn Sosa yet. I mean, not really much to ride home about. Very pedestrian numbers, but if you're pedestrian on this team, you're good. Andrew Benintendi's actually been pretty good for us. 13 homers in 65 games. That's a homer every 5 games. That's, I don't know. I mean, that's a 30-plus homer pace over 162. 771 OPS, not bad. Who have we not discussed? Colson Montgomery's been kind of disappointing. One of the top prospects in baseball, but he's only hitting 173. I mean, so many of these guys are on the trade block that I've already covered them. Nick Maton hasn't really done anything. Brooks Baldwin has 7 stolen bases. I guess that's cool, but he's hitting 152. Corey Lee's hitting 230. Brian Ramos, who we called up after Luis Robert got injured, I believe. Very small sample size, but he's hitting 303. He is one of those guys that I want to try building around, at least in the short term. I want to try building around him. I mean, I know Colson Montgomery hasn't been good, but you know, he's one of the top prospects in baseball. Lenyn Sosa, he's got several years of team control. And another guy who I want to talk about, where is he? Is he in AAA? Chase Mydroff. So those are like the infielders that I would look to build around. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this 3-game set against the Houston Astros. So as usual, I've been alternating between doing all the hitting and all the pitching. In the last stream, I did all the hitting, so in this stream, I'm going to do all the pitching. We're going to Minute Maid Park. Davis Martin is going to be on the mound for us. And it looks like everyone's relatively well rested. And yeah, away we go. See if we can score some runs.
From Dyken Park in Houston, Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, that's not what it's called. I don't know what they just called it, but it's Minute Maid. Don't at me. Seattle still plays in Safeco. See, I kind of like these storylines. But we're going to be talking, the only storyline we can talk about is Brooks Baldwin, who's, you know, like our number 5 outfielder. Searching for power. I mean, I can just skip it. Right, that's what we're going to do.
To get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound now, Framber Valdez. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here.
Okay, and we're going to quick manage the offense. Brian Ramos to lead things off. He flies out. Lenyn Sosa strikes out. Andrew Benintendi pops out to end the inning. So we go 1, 2, 3.
Stepping in.
Jeremy Pena to lead things off for the Astros. been a minute since I played MLB The Show, so let's see how much I struggle.
Fastball for a strike.
On the outside corner, 1-2. Let's go slider.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Let's go change up.
And
a swing and a miss.
Struck him out.
First batter goes down by way of the K. One away from Mauricio Dubon.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really
Curveball.
well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one.
And that's in there for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Davis Martin. And here's Yordan Alvarez. Very dangerous bat, one of the best hitters in the league.
Swings and fouls one.
He fouls off that 1-1. It's now 1-2.
First two hitters get punched out.
See if we can do
strikes.
backdoor
Take some
slider.
notes from the dugout when you get your
And a swing and a miss. Davis Martin strikes out the side. And we are scoreless after one from Minute Maid Park.
Here's the left.
Not whatever the fuck it's called now. Anyways, Austin Slater to lead things off. Draws a walk. Mike Tauchman hits into a fielder's choice. Andrew Vaughn lines out. Brooks Baldwin singles. Nick Maton with an RBI knock. We're up 1-0. Corey Lee flies out to end the top of the frame, but we have a 1-0 advantage. Here's Jose Altuve playing second base. He's been playing left field in real life, and he's been terrible out there.
Hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a
and that is a high fly ball. Left center field. On the run goes Brooks Baldwin, and he can't get there. It's going to one-hop the wall. I maybe should have switched to Slater out there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Hooked around that pitch on the outside.
I thought Baldwin would have enough speed to get to it, but Altuve with a leadoff double. Here's Yainer Diaz.
Digging in, Yainer Diaz. And that one sliced foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this.
And this is going to be a little dribbler to Maton at short. Fires across to first. For out number 1. Maton getting the start at short. Altuve holds at second. Here's Christian Walker.
Martin winds and deals. That catches the corner.
And generous call there, but we'll take it. 1-2.
Out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
That's a ball. That was a much better pitch. Let's go front door slider. And that's a high pop-up, foul territory. Vaughn, is he going to have a play on it? No, he will not.
Man at second.
And that is a high fly ball into center field, but should be playable for Baldwin.
Hauls it in, 2 away.
And the catch is made, and no advantage for Altuve. So now there's 2 men out.
Up next for the Astros.
Man on second for Isaac Paredes.
Altuve at second with 2 down. And that's outside. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Paint that outside corner.
And there's a ball. Tying run and scoring.
We're going front door slider.
Bottom half of inning number 2.
And that's a little jam shot out behind second. Sosa can't get to it. Altuve's going to try to score. The throw by Tauchman nails him. An eventful play to end the inning, but we hold on to that 1-0 lead. Go ahead and quick manage. Top of our order with Ramos. Strikes out. Lennon Sosa singles. Benintendi hits into a fielder's choice. A walk to Austin Slater. Tauchman grounds out to end the top of the frame.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter,
Chas McCormick to lead things off for the Astros.
Now one missed.
2-1.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Late swing fouled off.
Going front door slider again. And a swing and a miss. Fourth punch out for Martin. One away.
So next up for Houston, Pedro Leon.
Here's Pedro Leon, the number 9 man.
Outside corner, there's a strike. One out, base is empty.
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs. 5 on the day for Martin. 2 away here in the third.
Turns over. Now it's the shortstop.
Back to the top of the order, and Jeremy Pena.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty.
And a check swing, but he went around. So Davis Martin, for the second time today, strikes out the side in order. 1-0 after 3.
Back here in Houston.
Go ahead and quick manage the offense. Andrew Vaughn grounds out. Brooks Baldwin draws a walk. Nick Maton flies out. Corey Lee grounds out. So we leave a man stranded. Still 1-0. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Mauricio Dubon.
And the pitch.
Well, these Astros just
love the consistency.
In this ball game. So many of their outs have come
perfect
from weak
pitch.
Contact on pitches they're
Called the
chasing
ball.
outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Let's go curveball.
Next pitch misses way outside.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging
Front
at
door
everything,
slider.
you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep
And got him
first
looking.
and
7
expanding
punch
that
outs
strike
for
zone
Martin. 1 away.
They just keep eating right out of your hand.
Here's Jordan.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hat.
We did strike him out last time up.
No, that's a ball.
The White Sox leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back.
Here we're going backdoor slider.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That's going to be a chopper.
Maton
with the backhand. He's got to hurry up, though, and Alvarez is safe. An infield hit for Alvarez. Just the second hit for the Astros here in the early going. Altuve has that other hit. It was a double in the left center field gap his last time up. And that pitch is in the dirt. It scoots away from Lee. And Alvarez is down to second.
A man into scoring position. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 2.
Now 2-2 to Jose Altuve.
And it's fouled
That's
off. They'll do
fouled
it again.
away. We'll do it again.
Alvarez, the runner at second with 1 away.
That's a high pop-up. Out behind first. Vaughn on the run. Dives, can't get to it. And a swing and a miss on the curveball. Lee knocks it down. We're going to... What? I hit triangle? I was trying to throw to third, and Altuve's going to reach.
First and third, 1 down.
So we strike out Altuve, but he reaches. That's 8 punch outs for Martin.
On the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that's going to be a ground ball, but that's going to find a hole for a base hit. And this game's tied at 1. An infield hit, a couple of wild pitches, and a ground ball single.
First and second, 1 out.
Results in a tied game.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Got 3-1 count to Christian Walker now.
2 on, 1 out. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that's going to be on a bounce to Sosa with a glove flip to second for 1 and on to first for the double play. But the Astros able to scratch across a run, and we're tied at 1 after 4.
Back here at Dyken Park. And now here is...
Top of the 5th, Brian Ramos leading things off for us, and he strikes out. Sosa pops out. Benintendi strikes out. We go in order in the top of the 5th.
Half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
I'm going to have to get some arms up. They're exclusively right-handed outside of Alvarez, but I think Alvarez rakes no matter what, so... Let's get Shane Smith up. That's going to be a chopper to the right side, and that's going to find a hole in the right field for a base hit. The Astros have the go-ahead run aboard. Here's Chas McCormick.
That misses. 2-1.
That's going to be a ground ball. Maton flips to second. And we got him at second. We can't get the runner at first.
And now here's a speed threat.
Fielder's choice. There's Pedro Leon.
Dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop.
And it's a high fly ball in the left center field. Baldwin on the run. Looks like he's going to have a chance to size this one up, and he does. For the out. 2 away.
Jeremy Pena.
Now here's Jeremy Pena. Back to the top of the Astros order. This is probably going to be Martin's last batter.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I'll take 5 innings of 1-run ball every single day of the week, but we need to get this last strike first.
Next offering
misses. We missed there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that
was a hanging curveball, but it's knocked foul.
McCormick off of first with 2 away.
Let's go high and tight with the heat.
And it remains 2-2.
Full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely.
That's a high pop-up. Out behind first, Sosa from the second base spot. Puts it away for out number 3. And we are through 5. Still tied at 1.
All set.
Go ahead and quick manage. Austin Slater flies out. Mike Tauchman grounds out. Andrew Vaughn strikes out. So we go 1, 2, 3. Davis Martin's going to be done. He's going to get a no decision. 5 innings of 1-run ball, though, with, I believe, 8 punch-outs.
White Sox going with a new arm, number 64.
And
Shane Smith coming into the game. It's a 1.38 ERA in 39 games. He has been a infrequent bright spot for this team. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up, starting off with Mauricio Dubon.
Check swing, called strike.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
We're going front door slider. That seems to be working today.
Got him.
And it does right there, 1 away. Here's Yordan. He reached on that infield single his last time up. And he ended up coming around to score the Astros' only run to this point, as he's out in front of that 4-seam, 1 and 2. And that's going to be another ground ball. This might be another infield hit, and it's going to be. Maton can't pick it up cleanly. Would have been a tough play anyways. So Yordan is aboard with his second infield hit.
Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close. But
now here's Jose Altuve. He reached on a strikeout his last time up.
Next to hit, Jose Altuve. Just missed.
We gotta get another arm up. Let's get Gus Varland up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is
2-seam not close.
3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
Runner on the move.
And that is hit hard in the left. Slater has to play it on a hop.
Lead runner holds at second base. First and second.
Alvarez down to second. There's 2 men on, 1 man out for Yainer Diaz.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
To the batter now, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a miss.
1 ball,
and the count
2
1 and 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a swing and a miss on the slider, 2 away.
Christian Walker.
Now here's Christian Walker.
The 1-1. Late on that
1-2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there.
Shane Smith trying to escape the jam here in the 6th.
It'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that's smoked but foul. Let's go backdoor with the 2-seam. And a swing and a miss. Shane Smith escapes the jam and ends up striking out the side. And it's still tied at 1 after 6.
And we're back.
Now Brooks Baldwin to lead things off. With a new pitcher on the mound, Brian King. Pop out, a strikeout, and a double. Followed by a walk and a flyout. So we can't do anything. We leave 2 men stranded. Gus Varlin's going to come into the game. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Isak Paredes has 2 hits.
Weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
That's hit hard, but foul.
3-2.
3-2. You know what pitch we're going with. Front door slider. And a swing and a miss. That front door slider's been money with 3 different pitchers now. 1 away.
Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down.
And that's hit hard, but that's going to find a hole into right field.
When he elevates, guys
so McCormick's on. The 1-out single. And we're gonna get Cam Boozer warmed up.
In for the Astros, Pedro Leon.
Pedro Leon at the plate now.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this line.
Changeup slow, 3-1.
Momentum as you turn it over.
That's gonna be a ground ball. This could be 2. Sosa second, 1 on to first, and it's a 4-6-3 double play to end the bottom of the 7th. We're still tied at 1.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound.
And Brian Abreu coming into the game for the Astros, former Nationals franchise member. Andrew Benintendi to lead things off. He strikes out. Austin Slater, singles. Mike Tauchman, also singles. Andrew Vaughn strikes out. Brooks Baldwin. Do I have anyone on the bench who I trust? The answer to that question is no. And he flies out to end the inning. That's what sucks about having such a bad team. I have no one on the bench that I trust in like any given situation. Cam Boozer going to come to the game. 35th game of the year. 2.30 ERA. He's facing the top of the order. 2 righties and a lefty, starting off with Jeremy Pena, who's 0 for 3.
There's the strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Got him.
And got him looking on that sweeper. A bit of a generous call. He's been calling that outside corner for a vast majority of the game. Now here's Mauricio Dubon. That's going to be a ground ball. Ramos over at third. 2 infield singles. Who do I want to get warmed up? I'll get Penn Murphy warmed up if we somehow take the lead in the 9th. But then who do I want up after? I'm going to warm up Justin Anderson, too.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
And that's hit hard. Right field. Back goes Tauchman. But he puts it away for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Cam Boozer. And we are still tied at 1 after 8.
We're back.
And Josh Hader coming into the game. Non-save situation. He's facing Nick Maton. I have all lefties on the bench. Maton, I don't think handles lefties all that well. Well, 46 and 61 is probably my best bet. He strikes out. Corey Lee, singles, okay. Brian Ramos pops out. Lennon Sosa grounds out. So we're tied at 1 heading into the bottom of the 9th. I'm going to put Justin Anderson in.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop
Jose
there,
Altuve to lead things off. He's 2 for 3.
Base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
Ooh.
And that's ball 3. Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that is going to be a line drive base hit in the center field. So a leadoff single for Jose Altuve.
Run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pitch was
Gotta make sure the infield's in the correct position.
But still a nice job of using the
I want the infield to guard the lines.
No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
I want the outfield to play deep.
The lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Here's Yainer Diaz.
And here is Yainer Diaz.
And a swing and a miss at that sinker.
As he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Front door slider.
Got
him looking one away.
Strikes. Not sure about that call.
There's
Pitcher
Christian
might have
Walker.
gotten a friendly strike 3.
No, I want to keep my defense the same. There's Christian Walker.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
There you go, slider again, but we're going to try to get him to chase.
And it's even up.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here.
How about
Look
front
for
door cutter?
anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that is laced into left field for a base hit. Altuve has to stop at second.
Now it's second with only 1 away.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat.
Yeah, we're going to play straight up.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Gonna do a mound visit. 2 men on, 1 man out for Isaac Paredes.
Stepping in, Isaac Paredes.
And that's going to be a ground ball. That's through the hole for a base hit. Altuve is going to try to score. The throw by Tauchman is going to be late, and the Astros walk it off.
The Astros walk it off.
2-1 your final score here in Game 1. We pitched a pretty good ball game. Our offense just couldn't capitalize.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tie.
Justin Anderson
game.
blows
No
it.
one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put 1 up, and they put 1 in the win column.
And your final score here today, 2-1 for Chris.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump into Game 2. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. I don't care, we don't have a better alternative.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros.
Let's talk about how much we suck. 1-5 over our last 6 games.
It's as simple as put it all in the rear view and just focusing on the here and now. Every pitch, every
at 23 and 44, 13 and a half out of first.
Perhaps today is the game it all comes
8
together.
games out of 4th place.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's Josh Rojas.
All right, Hunter Brown on the mound for the Astros. We're going to quick manage the offense again. Josh Rojas getting the start at third base and in the leadoff spot. Great start, strikes out. Lennon Sosa grounds out, and Andrew Benintendi follows suit to go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Jonathan Cannon on the mound for the White Sox. Davis Martin was sensational through 5 innings of work in Game 1, only allowed that 1 run.
The pitch.
Love another performance like that.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make
From
sure
Jonathan
you miss
Cannon.
up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
1-2 to Jeremy Pena, the leadoff man, the shortstop. We went front door slider a lot in Game 1. That time tried going front door sweeper. Didn't quite make it. We're going to try it with the cutter. And a swing and a miss.
Couldn't catch up to
1
the
away.
leader. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon in the number 2 spot again. Fouls that one away. 1-2. We're going to try front door sweeper again.
1 down, base is empty.
And that's hit hard, but on a hop to Sosa at second. 2 away.
Time. 2 up, 2 down.
And now here's Yordan Alvarez. A couple infield hits in Game 1. Not normally what you expect from Yordan. You expect more things like that. Except usually they're hit much higher in the air and much farther. But Yordan Alvarez, the 106 mile an hour exit velocity single. Here with 2 down here in the first. Here's Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose
And a
Altuve.
swing and a miss at the sweeper. So Altuve goes down.
And that is the inning.
And they leave Alvarez stranded at first.
Back
Scoreless
here in
after 1.
Houston, here's the veteran.
There's Joey Gallo. Strikes out, no surprise there. Mike Tauchman grounds out, and Andrew Vaughn also grounds out. We go 1-2-3 in the top of the second.
We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
There's Yainer Diaz.
And the righty deals. Way out
Swing and a
front
miss
for
at the
strike
sinker.
2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it's going to be rolled over to third. Rojas.
Throws
1 away.
across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker.
Christian Walker at the plate now.
Second inning here, no score. Strikes him
Got
out
him
with
looking
the
on the sweeper. Missed our spot there. But ended up
And
working
next to
out.
hit for Houston,
3
Isaac
punch-outs for Cannon.
Paredes.
There's 2 down for Isaac Paredes.
In the dirt, and a count 2-1. 2 out, space is empty. That one's in there, and that is strike 2. That one missing inside. That's ball 4.
And that's
Another
ball
fastball,
4.
but missed the spot.
I think that's the first walk of the series, and it comes here in the bottom of the second, here in Game 2.
Now, Chas McCormick. And that one missing low. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series.
2-2.
Next pitch.
That again, chase that sweeper that time. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner will be in motion.
Focused on the pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Try a changeup. And a swing and a miss way out in front of that changeup. And that'll do it for the second. Still scoreless.
Back here at Dyken Park.
Colson Montgomery to lead things off. Grounds out. Austin Slater singles. Matt Thaiss strikes out. Josh Rojas flies out. So we leave a man stranded. Still scoreless. Pedro Leon, the number 9 man, to lead things off for the Astros. That's in there, 1-2. And that's going to be a ground ball that's off of Cannon. Thaiss recovers, but cannot get Leon at first. And let's make sure Cannon is all right. No message appeared, so I'm going to assume that he's fine. That got like his foot or something. They got the leadoff man aboard for the top of their order, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena. And that's off the outside edge. 2-1. The kick and the pitch.
Runner's off on the pitch, but that's a ground ball base hit into left field. The runner has to hold at second.
With the runner on the move, he holds it second.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right
So they have the first 2 men aboard. Nobody out for Mauricio Dubon.
But he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
And that misses apparently. 3-1 with Yordan Alvarez on deck.
And it's filled up.
3-2.
That was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And they're all loaded.
And that misses for ball 4. And they are loaded with no one out for Yordan Alvarez. And you know what I'm going to do here?
For Houston, Yordan Alvarez.
I'm going to bring the infield in. We can't score any runs. So I'd rather cut the runner down at the plate.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And a count 1-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop.
And that's a high fly ball in the left center field. Slater back on the run. He dives and he can't get there. This is going to empty the bases. And it's a 3-run double for Yordan Alvarez, and he makes us pay. 3-0 Astros.
Wow, what a clutch moment in this ball game. One swing, and he unloads the bases. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced.
Oh, here's Jose Altuve.
Too much with it. Just stay disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
And that was a terrible pitch. Altuve with an even worse swing. 5 strikeouts for Cannon in the first out of the bottom of the third.
This guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
And swing and a miss. 6 strikeouts now for Cannon, so he's missing a lot of bats.
Christian Walker.
2 away here in the third. That's going to be a little chopper. Montgomery charging on the run. And there's out number 3, but Yordan Alvarez empties the bases with a 3-run double. And we are down 3-0 after 3 innings in Game 2.
And we're back.
Laying Sosa flies out. Benintendi grounds out. Joey Gallo walks. And Mike Tauchman strikes out to end the top of the 4th.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
So for a smoother inning for Cannon here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's a line shot right field. Tauchman puts it away for out number 1.
Chas McCormick up next for the
Chas
Astros.
McCormick.
High
fly ball down the left field line over towards the Crawford boxes and just
he's one of
foul.
those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because
and a swing and a miss. 7 punch-outs now for Cannon. 2 away here in the 4th. Here's Pedro Leon. 3-2 count.
Pedro Leon, the next to hit. That's
and got him looking.
Good looking sweeper there.
So 1-2-3-4 from Cannon. A much needed 1-2-3 inning. Still 3-0. Let's see if our offense can do something. Andrew Vaughn reaches on an error. Montgomery singles. Can Austin Slater bunt? We are down by 3 runs. Now we're going to swing. He strikes out. Another single. They're loaded for Rojas. And Luis Garcia comes in. I don't think this is the Luis Garcia from the Mariners, no. And we hit into a double play, of course. That's pretty on brand for White Sox baseball.
Bottom of the
fifth, still 3-0. Would love to squeeze one more inning out of Cannon.
Cannon ready to fire now.
That's going to be a ground ball. Rojas playing in. Takes care of it. One away. There's Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
And that is hit hard. Almost takes Cannon's head off. And it's a base hit into center field.
Well, the last
and now here's Yordan Alvarez.
Anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
2 hits, including a bases clearing double.
All day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Yordan Alvarez.
And a backdoor sweeper, a filthy sweeper really from Cannon. 9 punch-outs. We're gonna get Tyler Gilbert up.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Cannon at 95 pitches. This may very well be his last batter. Maybe I sneak one more out of him. Jose Altuve.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
1-2. That's going to be a ground ball. Montgomery can't get there.
It gets by him.
So now there's going to be 2 men on, 2 men out for Yainer Diaz.
Come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from.
Gonna have a quick mound visit here. Cannon at 99 pitches. Yeah, this is going to be his last batter regardless.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. The 1-1 is
1-2.
If he can get through this one.
100 pitches. This will be pitch number 101.
His outings to come.
Not close.
And it misses.
And it's 2-2.
Couldn't get the front door sweeper. Let's see if we can make him chase. The 2-2. And he does chase. And it's on a hop to Sosa. And he takes care of it for out number 3. So Cannon, through 5 pretty good innings. He had a rough 3rd inning where he allowed all 3 of those runs. And we find ourselves in a 3-0 hole after 5. Lennon Sosa grounds out. A strikeout from Benintendi and a strikeout from Joey Gallo.
And we're back. Bottom of this.
But we're going to go to the bullpen here. Tyler Gilbert's going to come into the game.
Tyler Gilbert taking over on
Get him some work against all righties.
Here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Christian Walker at the plate. And that is roped into right field. That is going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. And it's a leadoff double for Christian Walker.
New arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you
there's
feel
Isak
really
Paredes
about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you
out in
took the
front of
ball
that
straight
split,
to it.
1
That's
and
great
2.
work right there.
1-2.
Let's go backdoor cutter. That's going to be rolled over. Rojas at 3rd. Fires across the diamond for out number 1. With Walker holding at 2nd. Now here's Chas McCormick. We're going to go ahead and get another arm up. You know what? I think I'm going to get Cam Boozer warmed up.
1 out and a runner at 2nd. Going to count 1 and 2.
And that is smashed. Left center field. That is going to grab some wall and drive in another run. It's 4-0 on an RBI double by Chas McCormick.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his
have a
stick.
quick mound visit here. Here's Pedro Leon. Singled his last time up.
Pedro Leon. Check swing, and that's a ball. McCormick, the runner at 2nd with 1 away.
That's going to be a ground ball past the diving Vaughn for a base hit. The runner's going to try to score from 2nd. The throw beats him, but he slides in safely. 5-0. That's going to do it for Tyler Gilbert.
Still only one.
He records
out
one
here in
out.
the inning.
The Astros with a more comfortable 5-0 lead now. And this is going to be a line drive, right center field. And that's going to find the gap and roll all the way to the wall. This is going to plate another run. And it's an RBI triple from Jeremy Pena.
Well done, drives in the run.
6-0 Astros.
Pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did. And he
Swinging a miss at the
perfectly.
cutter. 1-2 to Mauricio Dubon.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's going to be a fly ball into shallow left center, but that's going to fall for a hit.
Run scores.
Dubon just reaches out, swings that pitch at his eyeballs, and it's 7-0 Astros.
No man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the.
Gonna get Shane Smith warmed up.
You can expect anyone to get to it.
Astros have blown this one open.
Going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in.
Boozer strikes out Alvarez
And next will be the cleanup.
for out number 2. I'm also gonna get Juan Carella up.
Altuve.
If Boozer's actually able to escape this bottom of the 6th, we'll probably have Carella come in. This is gonna be rolled over to Montgomery over at short. He'll fire on the first. 4 out number 3, but the Astros, with another big inning, they scratch across 4 runs, and it's now 7-0 Astros after 6. All right, we'll go ahead and quick manage. Tauchman grounds out. Vaughn flies out. Montgomery grounds out. Big surprise there. We're going to have Shane Smith sit down. Juan Carella is going to come in, eat the last 2 innings before we inevitably lose in the 9th. Yainer Diaz to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to be a fly ball, right center field. That is going to get down and one hop the wall. And it's a leadoff double for Yainer Diaz. We also don't have a lot of speed in our outfield right now. We don't really have any speed on this team whatsoever. Here's Christian Walker, roped a double last inning, came around to score. And now he ropes another one, but this time right at Austin Slater for out number 1. It's Isak Paredes.
Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, swing and a miss. Add a pitch in the dirt. Dice throws down to Vaughn at first to complete the strikeout. 2 away.
Next is the designated hitter.
There's Chas McCormick. Roped an RBI double his last time up. And now he hits a fly ball into center, not particularly deep, for Austin Slater, who puts it away for out number 3. So the Astros leave a man stranded, and it's still a 1-touchdown game, 7-0 after 7.
We're the top.
Go ahead and quick manage. Austin Slater strikes out. Matt Thaiss flies out. Josh Rojas grounds out. Bottom of the 8th, still 7-0. Pedro Leon 2 for 3 on the day. Carella back out for a second inning of work.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work.
Way out in front of that changeup.
6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has
2 and 2.
advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
And a swing and a miss at the curveball. Carella with his second strikeout out of the pen. And the lineup turns over to Jeremy Pena, 2 for 4 on the day. Had an RBI triple his last time up. This time he rolls one over to Montgomery. This is going to be a tough play to throw on the first, and he can't get him. An infield hit for Pena. Not the best angle. We should have charged that one a little more, and it still would have been a tough play. Now here's Mauricio Dubon, who also has 2 hits on the game. And this is going to be a ground ball to Montgomery at short. Goes to second for one. And on to first, there's two. A nice double play to end the bottom of the eighth. But we're going to need a miracle and a half if we want to have a chance of winning game 2 of the series.
Astros go to the...
Taylor Scott comes into the game. Facing Lennon Sosa, who's 0 for 3. He strikes out 0 for 4. Benintendi's also 0 for 3. He singles. Don't call it a comeback. What happens if I steal? He was caught stealing. And there's your game, 7-0.
But we saw complete domination in this one. The offense.
All right, so we drop our first two.
And then the pitching staff nails.
Our offense has scored a combined 1 run in these first 2 games.
This one ends 7.
Okay, one more game to go. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the third and final game of this 3-game set against the Astros, trying to avoid getting swept. Mike Clevenger's on the mound for the White Sox. We're going to jog out the same lineup we've scored 1 run in the entire series with. You know who I feel like? I feel like, if you guys have ever seen Major League, I feel like Bob Uecker, the announcer that he plays.
Houston. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros.
Yeah, let's talk about Mike Clevenger.
This one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boo. Just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
Take a look at Clevenger's last 5 starts. He's 0-5. 29 innings of work. 25 strikeouts in 29 innings isn't bad. Neither is 9 walks, but a 6.52 ERA and a whip above 1.5.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Here's Josh Rojas.
We got Spencer Arrighetti on the bump for the Astros. Josh Rojas for the leadoff double. We're going to bunt. Get the man over. And a 2-run homer for Joey Gallo. Look at that. We're up 2-0. A walk for Tauchman and a ground out to end the inning. So,
and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Payne.
We go into the bottom of the first with a 2-0 lead. Mike Clevenger, it's a little more important to me for him to pitch well, because he is a potential trade piece. I think his numbers are honestly so bad so far this year that we need nothing but, maybe not elite outings from him, but we need nothing but like good outings from him from here on out.
The pitch.
If he's going to be worth anything via the trade, but hits like that don't help. 69 mile an hour exit velocity. Bloop single from Jeremy Pena. And that brings up Mauricio Dubon. Guessing the Astros jogged out largely the same lineup as the previous 2 games.
It's a 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. And this is inside.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Runner on the go.
This is going to be a line drive right field. Tauchman on the run puts it away. Pena, who is on the run, scrambles back to first. 1 away.
Now it's
There's Yordan Alvarez. That's going to be a chopper over to Vaughn. Goes to second. There's one. Back on to first. And he is safe at first. So we get the lead runner. And now here's Jose Altuve.
that's a little bit high.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that was a strike. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. Alvarez will have to stop at second. And Clevenger running into some trouble here in the first.
Yainer Diaz.
Here's Yainer Diaz. It's 20 pitches here in this first inning.
And strike two.
Swing and miss that sinker.
Here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And that pitch is in the dirt, 2-2.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches.
That's a shot but foul. That was a fat pitch. We're lucky. Let's go front door cutter.
2 on, 2 outs.
And a swing and a miss, so Clevenger has to deal with a lot of traffic. But he ends up escaping with no real damage. 2-0 after 1.
Back here.
We'll go ahead and quick manage here. Colson Montgomery flies out. Austin Slater walks. A single by Matt Theis brings up Josh Rojas, who hits into an inning-ending double play. So it's still 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's Christian Walker.
For the Astros, Christian Walker.
Like a faster inning from Clevenger here.
Outside low, and a count 2-1.
That's a high fly ball in the right, but not all that deep. Tachman. One away.
It in for the out. And there's one down.
There's Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes. So
And that's
a
fouled
ball
away.
makes it 1-2.
Front door slider.
And
that's
that's
in the dirt.
downstairs and outside. 1 out, bases empty.
And on the outside corner for strike 3, second punch out for Clevenger.
Up next for the Astros.
There's Chaz McCormick.
That misses. And that's ball 2.
And that is smashed into center field for a base hit.
And that extends the inning.
So McCormick with a 2-out single. And that's going to bring up the number 9 man in Pedro Leon.
Fought off foul.
1-2. You know we're going front door slider.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
See if we can make him chase the slider this time. And that's going to be down the left field line, another fair ball. It's the second time they've snuck one down into that corner. But they only go station to station here. 2 on, 2 out, and Clevenger having more problems here in the second.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Here's Jeremy Pena back to the top of the Astros order.
Ground ball
That's
to
grounded
the right
foul.
side, and it goes just foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's going to be a pop-up, shallow right, Tachman. Puts it away for out number 3. So Clevenger escapes any real damage again. 2-0 after 2.
On to the third inning.
All right, go ahead and quick manage. Lennon Sosa strikes out Benintendi singles. Joey Gallo hit that 2-run shot earlier, but he strikes out this time. And a pop-up to end the inning.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Need a quicker inning here from Clevenger.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this
That's going to be a line drive, but caught by Montgomery for out number 1. Now here's Jordan.
Tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's
hit hard but foul.
Anytime you're at the plate.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2-2 now.
That's going to be a chopper.
Sosa.
Sosa.
Over to first.
2 away.
And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Here's Jose
2 down,
Altuve.
base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
That's ball 4.
And that just misses.
Missed the spot.
Altuve's aboard with a 2-out walk.
Right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on
Yainer
the tee,
Diaz.
take that pitch because you still have.
That's going to be hit hard over to Sosa at second. He goes the short way to end the 3rd. So a relatively quick inning from Clevenger. Still 2-0 after 3. Andrew Vaughn to lead things off. He strikes out. Montgomery lines out. Austin Slater grounds out. And the top of the 4th.
Now here is Christian Walker.
Christian Walker to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is hit hard but fair down the left field line. And that's going to roll all the way to the corner. And it's going to be a leadoff double for Christian Walker.
Runner in scoring position, no outs.
And now here's Isaac Paredes.
Man at second.
That's going to be another chopper, but foul.
Foul ball. And a ball evens the count.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is if the base runner
that's a high fly ball in the center.
And can determine whether
Slater
or not he can score on that
has
base
a
hit.
play on it.
Slater makes the catch.
1 away.
1 away. Chas McCormick.
Now here's
up next
Chas
for the
McCormick.
Astros.
Roped a single his last time up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just
got him looking on the front door slider, 2 away.
On strikes he goes. That K is
There's Pedro Leon, number 9 man.
Leon up next for the Astros.
No, that's foul. That's foul.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the
They're working some pretty tough ABs in this game.
That missed by a lot. Full count now. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
That's a high fly ball in the left. Should stay in the yard. Gallo shy of the warning track. Or out number 3. A little bit of an inefficient inning for Clevenger. But nothing but zeros on the scoreboard for the Astros.
Back here at Dyken.
Matt Theis draws a walk. Back-to-back walks. Yeah, we're bunting. Lance McCullers comes into the game. Benintendi with a 2-run double. 4-0 now. Gallo walks. Tachman flies out. An RBI single from Andrew Vaughn. And a flyout to end the inning. So we put up 3.
Back here in Houston and stepping
and we're up 5-0. Halfway into regulation. I'd love for Clevenger to get through 5 here. Pitch count is getting up there. As that's a fly ball left center field. Gallo on the run. Puts it away for out number 1.
And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there.
Now here's Mauricio Dubon.
Sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before.
And that's a line drive, but caught by Lennon Sosa. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And we're going to need to get some arms up. Who do I want to get up? Let's get Gus Varland warmed up first.
Space is empty. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. That misses the zone. 2-1. 2 out, space is empty.
That's a high fly ball, but that's going to hook, or slice, I should say, foul.
He is about to throw his 100th pitch.
This is pitch number 100 from Clevenger, trying to get through 5 scoreless. That's hit hard, and that's through the hole for a base hit.
And now a 2-out opportunity for Jose Altuve.
So Alvarez is aboard. We're going to have a mound visit. Probably going to be Clevenger's last hitter regardless. A little inefficient, but nothing but zeros in the run column.
Jose Altuve.
That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit.
So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hit.
Yeah, I can't have him go anymore. Gus Varland's going to come in. Tried to get through 5 with Clevenger. Just couldn't do it.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout.
2 men on, 2 men out. Yainer Diaz.
So command and execution are huge for him.
Now at the plate, Yainer Diaz.
And that's hit hard. But on a bounce to Sosa at second. And he throws on to first to end the 5th.
That is the inning.
So it's still 5-0 after 5. Go ahead and quick manage. Austin Slater strikes out. Matt Thaiss also strikes out. And a fly out from Rojas.
Bottom of the 6th.
Ends the top of the 6th. Christian Walker at the plate. We're going to leave Shane Smith out here. I didn't warm anyone up.
Just missed. There's the strike.
2-2.
And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul.
And a swing and a miss at the slider, 1 away.
Slider got him for strike 3. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball.
And that's hit hard into right field for a base hit. 1 out single for Paredes. Let's get another guy warmed up. Let's get Shane Smith warmed up.
Down. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Varland winds and deals.
And that's smoked into right, but foul.
Foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
And that's hit hard, but that's going to be through for a base hit.
And they hold him at second.
So it's back-to-back singles.
This is going to be the moment they start the comeback. 2 on, 1 out.
Got another mound visit.
The Astros, Pedro Leon.
Got to keep them down. The Astros have had base runners throughout the game, but have nothing to show for it. At least not right now.
Here's a 1-1.
That's going to be a chopper. Rojas goes to second for 1, and on to first for 2. And we get out of it. Astros have 9 hits, but no runs. 5-0 after 6.
And we're back.
Go ahead and quick manage here. Sosa pops out. Benintendi pops out. A single for Joey Gallo, and a ground out to end the inning at stretch time. We're going to go to the bullpen. Shane Smith is going to come in.
Number 64 on to pitch out of the pen here. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Jeremy Pena, the top of the Astros order to lead things off.
And a strike on the outside edge. That one to first.
That's going to be a ground ball right to Andrew Vaughn, who takes himself 4 out number 1.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. It's going to be a ground ball. Sosa in the hole. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down. 2 down.
And here's Yordan.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez.
Who do I want to get up? I think I'm going to get Jake Eater up.
2 down, nobody on. You're at the bottom of the 7th.
That's hit hard, but foul.
And foul ball. 1 and 2 here. And a breaking ball misses outside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that's ball 4.
Nope.
You know,
we walk Alvarez.
okay
Not the biggest steal in the world.
It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
2 outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve.
And that's going to be hit hard, but foul down the right field line.
Foul.
That's the ball.
Gets a piece.
They are putting up some hard ABs.
Alvarez off of first with 2 away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
And got him looking on the 2-seamer. So the Astros leave another man stranded. But still 5-0 after 7. Andrew Vaughn to lead things off for the White Sox in the 8th. He pops out. Montgomery grounds out. And Slater strikes out. We go 1-2-3. And we're going to get Jake Eater, the innings eater.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Jake Eater. And he's got a nice
sporting a 6.05 ERA. But we're up by 5. Get him some work.
Attacking these hitters.
Yainer Diaz to lead things off.
There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
And that's ball 4, right? Nope, okay. Yep, he definitely went. Looked like a swing to me.
Jerry Hillsdale rings him up.
1 away.
And now Christian Walker.
And that is hit hard into center. Slater heading back. He puts it away. 4 out, number 2.
Isaac Paredes.
Here's Isaac Paredes.
So a foul ball makes it
fouls that one away.
The White Sox leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's going to be a ground ball, and what a behind-the-back play by Eater.
And that's a great play.
And it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th. All right, let's go ahead and quick manage here. Matt Thaiss walks. Rojas singles. It's 1st and 3rd, no one out for Sosa, who hits an RBI single to extend it to 6-0. A sac fly by Benintendi makes it 7-0. A strikeout of Gallo and a strikeout of Tauchman.
Now it's the DH.
We have a 7-0 lead. Astros down to their final 3 outs. Chas McCormick 2 for 3 on the day. It's giving us some problems. He hits lefties pretty well to the tune of a 372 average so far this year, the 3-1. That's a high fly ball in the left. Playable for Joey Gallo.
Hauls it in for the out.
1 out.
And there's 1 away. And next to
there's Pedro Leon.
Pedro Leon.
1-2. And a swing and a miss, 2 away.
And they're down to their last out.
The Astros down to their final out. And it's Jeremy Pena. 1 for 4. He's got a 1-2 count.
Eater is just 1 strike away.
And that's a little floater left field. Gallo charging in and puts it away. 4 out, number 3. And the White Sox avoid the sweep and win by a final score of 7-0.
Complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails.
All right, so our pitching staff did a, well, I guess I shouldn't say phenomenal job. Game 1, we only allowed 2 runs, but we lost 2-1. We lost 7-0, I believe, in Game 2, and this time we end up winning 7-0. Joey Gallo hit a home run. Benintendi with a double. Josh Rojas with a double. Gallo drove in 2 runs. Benintendi drove in 3. Andrew Vaughn and Sosa each had 1. Couldn't get through 5 innings with Clevenger. He did allow a lot of traffic on the base paths, but didn't allow any runs, obviously, given the 7-0 final. And we'll go ahead and call that a wrap. Okay, so I'm not sure how many streams I've done this year with the White Sox franchise. I know I streamed opening day and I've done, I don't know, probably 5, maybe 6 3-game sets. I'm pretty sure in every single 3-game set, though, I've lost 2 out of 3. We haven't been swept. We also haven't swept, and we also haven't won a series yet, which is to be expected with a team as bad as the White stream. I'm not sure when my next White Sox franchise stream will be back. I've had some stuff going on in my life. Nothing terrible, per se, but I shouldn't say that. Nothing bad has happened, but what I will say is my schedule's been thrown off a little bit. So, I don't know. I might stream again on Saturday. The thing with White Sox franchise is I do a lot of playing and managing off stream. I mean, not that I couldn't like stream this next series against the Rangers, for instance, but I'd rather like progress a little bit into the season and say, hey, here's what happened while you guys were gone. But anyways, I am going to try to get a Madden stream up pretty soon. Probably, possibly tomorrow. I'll post an update on my channel, Commanders franchise. I think we're 7-6 in our 4th year. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends.